High Admiral Kreshtor paced the command bridge of the Stellar Dominion, his chitinous legs clicking against the metal floor with each agitated step. The holographic display before him showed the same maddening image it had displayed for the past 3 galactic cycles. Nothing but empty space, where 12 of the galaxy's finest reconnaissance vessels should have been. "Status report?" he barked at his communications officer, a pale humanoid from the Rigel system. "Still no contact from any of the scout teams," Admiral Officer Vex replied, her fingers dancing across the neural interface. The last transmission was from Commander Zilthak's vessel, 47 standard hours ago. He reported successful orbital insertion around the target planet. Kreshtor's mandibles clicked in frustration. Earth, the small blue world in the outer rim that had somehow become the galaxy's greatest mystery. What had started as routine surveillance of a primitive species had evolved into something far more sinister. The first scout ship, Silent Observer, had been sent 18 months ago after long-range sensors detected unusual electromagnetic signatures emanating from Earth. The Galactic Intelligence Consortium needed to assess whether these primitive humans posed any threat to established trade routes. Silent Observer had cloaked itself in Earth's upper atmosphere and begun its surveillance mission. 3 days later, it simply vanished. Perhaps they experienced technical difficulties, Director Vashtel had suggested during the emergency council meeting. The Andromedan official had been skeptical of the entire operation from the beginning. These outer rim worlds are notorious for unpredictable magnetic fields. But Admiral Kreshtor knew better. He had commanded reconnaissance missions for over 2 centuries, and ships didn't just disappear due to magnetic anomalies. Someone or something was actively eliminating their scouts. The second mission had been different. Instead of a single vessel, they had sent a 3-ship formation equipped with quantum communication arrays and the latest stealth technology. The Wraithwing, Shadow Dancer, and Phantom Strike had approached Earth from different vectors, maintaining constant contact with each other and the command fleet. For 6 days, the mission proceeded flawlessly. The scouts transmitted detailed reports about human civilization, their primitive but rapidly advancing technology, their chaotic political systems, and their remarkable adaptability. Commander Urixtel had been particularly fascinated by human entertainment broadcasts, calling them windows into their collective psyche. Then, on the 7th day, all 3 ships went silent simultaneously. Admiral Officer Vex interrupted his brooding, incoming priority transmission from Galactic Command. The holographic projector shimmered, revealing the imposing figure of Supreme Commander Thanos, leader of the Galactic Defense Coalition. His crystalline features reflected the bridge's emergency lighting as he spoke. "Admiral Kreshtor, I trust you have updates regarding the Earth situation." "Negative, Supreme Commander. All 12 scout vessels remain missing. We've detected no debris fields, no distress signals, no trace of their existence." Thanos was silent for several moments, his optical sensors dimming in thought. "This is unprecedented. In 10,000 years of galactic exploration, we have never encountered a phenomenon like this." "With respect, sir, I don't believe this is a natural phenomenon," Kreshtor replied. "The precision of these disappearances suggests intelligent intervention. You're suggesting that these primitive humans are somehow detecting and eliminating our most advanced stealth vessels. I'm suggesting we don't know what we're dealing with." The truth was more disturbing than either officer wanted to admit. Each scout mission had been progressively more sophisticated, employing different technologies and approaches. Yet all had met the same fate. The 4th mission had used bioships grown from vegan coral that were virtually undetectable. The 7th mission had employed temporal phase technology that placed the scouts slightly out of sync with normal spacetime. The 10th mission had consisted of microscopic probe swarms that should have been impossible to track. All had vanished without a trace. Dr. Selenka Vorth, the Coalition's chief xenopsychologist, materialized beside Thanos through a secondary projection. Her reptilian features were creased with concern. "I've been analyzing the final transmissions from all 12 missions. There's a pattern that troubles me," explained Thanos commanded. In the hours before each disappearance, the scouts reported increasing interest from human subjects. Not suspicion interest. Humans began looking up at the sky more frequently, asking questions about astronomy, reporting unusual dreams. It's as if they could sense our presence on a subconscious level. Admiral Kreshtor felt a chill run through his exoskeleton. "That's impossible. Our stealth technology is foolproof against species with their level of technological development." Unless Dr. Vorth continued, "We're not dealing with technology at all. What if humans possess some form of natural psychic awareness that we've never encountered before?" The bridge fell silent, except for the ambient hum of the ship's systems. The implications were staggering. If humans could detect their scouts through extrasensory perception, it would explain why no amount of advanced technology had succeeded in maintaining covert observation. "There's something else," Dr. Vorth added reluctantly. "Analysis of Earth's communication networks shows an interesting spike in science fiction entertainment, featuring invisible alien observers being discovered and captured. The stories began appearing shortly after our first mission." "Coincidence?" Thanos said, but his voice lacked conviction. "Perhaps. Or perhaps humans are processing our presence through their subconscious minds and expressing it through their creative works." Admiral Kreshtor activated his personal command interface, pulling up strategic displays of the local sector. "Supreme Commander, I recommend we cease all reconnaissance operations immediately and establish a quarantine perimeter around the Sol system." "On what grounds?" "On the grounds that we're dealing with an unknown defensive capability that has proven 100% effective against our technology. Whatever is happening to our scouts, we need to assume it could happen to larger vessels as well." Thanos considered this for a long moment. "Very well. Establish a perimeter at 10 light-years. No vessel is to approach Earth without express authorization from the Galactic Council." As the transmission ended, Admiral Kreshtor found himself staring at the tactical display showing Earth's location. Somewhere on that seemingly innocent blue world, 12 of the galaxy's most sophisticated spacecraft had simply ceased to exist. Their crews, over 400 beings from various species, had vanished along with their ships. "Admiral," Officer Vex said quietly, "what do you think happened to them?" Kreshtor didn't answer immediately. He thought about Dr. Vorth's theory, about humans somehow sensing their watchers and responding with an unknown defense mechanism. He thought about the stories humans had begun telling, stories that seemed to mirror their actual situation with unsettling accuracy. "I think," he said finally, "that we've encountered something new, something that challenges our understanding of how intelligence works in the universe." He turned away from the display, but couldn't shake the feeling that somewhere on Earth, human eyes were looking up at the stars, somehow aware that they were no longer alone, and that their mysterious guardians, whatever they were, had proven more than capable of protecting their world from prying alien eyes. The galaxy had sent its best scouts to spy on Earth. None had returned to tell what they had found. Perhaps, Admiral Kreshtor thought with growing unease, that was exactly the message Earth intended to send.